What is up, guys? It's Young Breezy, and it's a brand new episode for the season 3 of the Impact series. For anybody who does not know what the Impact series is, it's where I feature a Yu-Gi tuber on my channel, and they talk about how they came into the game and how it's impacted their life. And as you guys see here, I have no other than Joe from TCGExtreme. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm having a good day. Nice little relaxing day off from work. Working on some videos and really spicy deck profile.
Hey, you guys should go check that out when it's up.
Yeah, I already told you what it is. It's pretty spicy.
It's one of them spicy things that you're just like, man, this shit's too hot for me.
It's too good. It's too good. It sets up a really hard unbreakable board, so it's fun.
Yeah, that's always the greatest thing about this game. But the first question is, how did you get into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh man, so I mean, I started way back, when Yu-Gi-Oh was first coming up, and I mean, I'm 23 now, so I mean, this is like, I don't know, like 5th, 6th grade when Yu-Gi-Oh kind of. Everybody's like, oh, I got Blue Eyes White Dragon, whatever. Like, back when the structure decks and the first couple sets were coming out, and I never really played competitively. I just kind of had some really fun decks. I had like this Harpy deck and whatever. And then I kind of just, started, focusing more on school and sports and stuff. But the first format that I ever came into was right when New Challengers was released. Is when I came back into the game. I had a buddy that was playing that I worked with, and I saw his cards. I'm like, yo, I used to play that game. So I came back during that format. It was a lot of fun. Obviously learning about Xyz summoning and Synchro summoning, and then the brand new Pendulum summoning thing. And that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, I started playing like Karakuris. and I just kept being destroyed, and it was hilarious. But yeah, so New Challengers when I came back into the game, and my first competitive deck I ever built was Ritual Beasts during Necros format. I love that deck, man.
I bet you loved pissing your opponent off with the whole. It literally felt like playing against Infernities, for real.
No, I mean, like, people now with Zoo complain about the 10-minute long turns. I'm like, God. You never played against a Ritual Beast player, did you?
Or Infernities, because that you can literally sit there, take a nap. You take a nap, and then it's like, oh wait, you're still doing your combo? Damn, I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, man. I mean, if I could get a real good Kanahawk loop going and just searching out all the traps that I needed, it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that. It was a really good counter to Necros. I didn't feel like shelling out all the money for Necros. And I did okay with it. But yeah, so I played that. And then what did I go to next? Oh, I went straight from Ritual Beast to Cosmos. And that's what got me my first invite to the national championship last year, 2016. I played pure that. Nats, I played pure Cosmos with Prohibition main deck just because I wanted to be a dick. I love that card so much.
That card is so underrated. Yeah, Twin Twister and all that other bullshit is a thing, but still, if your opponent doesn't have it.
Twin Twisters was out, but I was main decking it. So the first thing I would do, because a lot of times I would draw into 2 of them, or just going through the deck, you'd get 2. So I'd activate the first one, call Twin Twisters, and the second one I would call whatever card I wanted to stop.
Oh, that's some sacky stuff right there.
So, like, I mean, especially it was really good because my biggest fear was PK Fire at that point at Nats. So, like, I would call like Dante or call Breaksword or something like that. So it was really fun to stop that. But in the mirror match, you can just call Dark Destroyer. They can't do anything. Like, if the deck didn't have Dark Destroyer at that time, they didn't have the ability to do anything.
That's another underrated card that people don't look at. And the funny thing, too, I actually don't think that's a bad idea heading into Link format, even for, like, the anti-meta players. You could call one of the Link monsters.
Just call Deco Talker.
Yeah, and then just be like, oh, you can't play.
Exactly. I love finding cards like that just completely shut down or that are completely underrated. Like, I mean, I know you've watched a lot of the videos that we put out. We love doing side deck videos. And at least for the past year, I've had mind drain on every single one of our side deck videos because I hate hand traps and I hate sci frames. And the other guy on our channel, Wes, he played sci frames for a year. So obviously, I was very familiar with mind drain because I always had to side it when I was playing against him. But I think mind drain, especially in this format where you have people playing 13 hand traps in their main deck. Mind drain is a complete shutout for them. And so if you're afraid of getting ashed or getting ghost ogred or max seed or drone lockbird or flying sea or retaliating sea,
every hand trap in the game, honestly,
like every hand trap that's relevant, if you don't want to have to deal with that, that's all you got to do. Just drop a mind drain, pay a little 1,000 life points. They can't do anything.
Yeah, I honestly do think that this specific format is probably one of the most heaviest hand trap formats in the game, and I honestly I'm thinking about doing a video for that, because a lot of people who haven't been able to play the game for as long don't really understand like each format. Yeah, you had at least Maxi and either Valor. It was literally, well, yeah, but you just had that. Now it's like, oh well, it's gotten to the point to where it's like I need to play just about every amazing either hand trap or just trap in the game to stop my opponent, and it's crazy how that's came to it. But I really feel like Lynx is kind of gonna balance most of that out.
I definitely think so. I think, well, one thing that I've kind of been thinking about and realizing with the new Link format is we're gonna see a lot more of things like Macrocosmos, Dimensional Fissure, Different Dimension Ground, things, Banisher of the Radiance. We're going to be seeing a lot of things that basically say anything that's supposed to go to the graveyard, it's going to get banished instead.
Hashtag Dark Law.
Exactly. Oh man, dude, that ulti Dark Law. I'll pick them up now, man. Them things are going to go skyrocketed when people start realizing that you need things to go to the graveyard. I mean, yeah, obviously Maxi and most, other hand traps like that need to go to the graveyard to activate. But when you're talking about most of your deck, it's going to be an issue. I mean, I don't know, because I mean, even if you look at the OCG, there's really not a lot of people are really playing with Lynx right now.
Nah, you may have one with the extra or whatever, but like it's literally the same thing that's kind of going on now, except.
And that's something that's been surprising to me, of how similar our metas are. Like, obviously they got their True King Dinos, they've got their Dracos, they've got their Zoo. Zoo is really the only deck that's playing any sort of Link monster. They're playing one Missus Radiant to open up those two holes just so they can do the regular Zoo combo. Even with, what is it? Is it Rat that's at 1 out there?
I believe Rat.
Yeah, I think it's what it's. I mean, they still can do their Zoo combos. It's not like they can't. But still, like they only need the 2 spots to be able to do their Zoo combo. I mean, yeah, and you can have Dinos open up with a Missus Radiant as well, just so they can go Calamity Nat Beast or something. But honestly, their meta is really not that different than ours is. I mean, we basically have the same meta right now. We've got the Dinos, the True Kings, or the Dinos, the Dracos, and the Zoo. That's basically what we're dealing with right now.
And then you obviously have random decks pop up, which is why I love looking at OCG, because you never know. And I mean, the deck list could change and it could give you ideas that you never thought. And like, I think as well is like here in the TCG, I feel like we strive more for defense other than offense like OCG does, and I feel like that's why they kind of end up, I wouldn't say winning worlds, but
they do.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Shinsuke. Shinsuke's won 2 years in a row.
I mean, we need to stop him. We need Simo to win.
Well, I mean, you look at Shinsuke. I mean, Shinsuke got a free invite last year. He's going to get another free invite this year. All you got to do right there is just top a locals. Based on how many people are there. I mean, but I still think that, I mean, it takes that amount of skill. You know, like I mean, I'm not saying that they're more skilled than us, but they have a more balanced, like they have more of the thought process of a goat player. And that's why a lot of people like playing goat, because you don't want to put all your resources on the board. Sometimes you
Mm-mm.
want to hold things in your hand even if it's a trap. They have more of a long game than we do.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
feel like we build our decks very aggressively. Honestly, that's I think that we're all right. I want to OTK my opponent as soon as possible, just to get it going. I want to go and get it. And also, if I can't do that, I'm gonna set all of these traps and
um,
say you cannot play the game.
like Paleozoics.
No, not even that. I mean, I'm gonna set a lost wind, a strike,
uh,
two strikes, a D barrier, and a warning. And then
yeah,
I'm gonna have three hand traps in my hand.
it's
Try to
over.
play the game.
It's over, man.
Man. I feel like we're back in that break my board type format where I'm gonna spend 10 minutes playing my turn. I'm gonna create a ridiculous board and look at you and go, you got the out?
No,
Got that
no.
kaiju though?
Yeah, you got that slumber. You don't.
Exactly.
Scoop. Give me game one.
Exactly. It's yeah. It's
Yeah, it's just crazy how this game's gotten to, and I feel like heading more into links, it's gonna balance most of what the problem is. Even if obviously we have the ban list coming in August, still, I really feel like one that could be another topic that we could possibly maybe collab on if you're
I
up for
got you.
that.
You know how much I love my ban list videos.
Yep, it's amazing. So we'll head into the next question, which obviously will be the last one. How has this game, whether obviously with you YouTubing or the game in general, how has this game impacted your life in any way?
Well, I mean, it's I think it's more opened me up because before me playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I literally would go to work, come home, put on Friends, and watch TV till I fell asleep. Like I had no social life. I had a couple friends that we would hang out with once in a while on days off, but there really wasn't much. And once I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, it definitely got me into you know going outside and doing things like that. Like
Like,
uh,
I'm not a
I know
vampire.
it's weird. But yeah, I definitely think it's opened me up. I'm much. I mean, not that I was a person that didn't want to talk to people. I've always been a talker. I just I didn't have a car. I didn't have anything to do. So going to play Yu-Gi-Oh, taking the bus to go to locals and that kind of stuff, I started making friends. And the one really cool thing about playing Yu-Gi-Oh is I met Wes. Wes is my best friend. I love that dude. He should be on this video too, but he has to work. What a dude.
It happens, man. But hey, I mean, maybe if we have a season 4, we can have you guys on again.
Absolutely, we would love that. But no, so like I met Wes. I've met a lot of really awesome people playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I've done a lot of really cool stuff with it. Um, I've gotten okay at the game. I wouldn't say I'm a best player, but I enjoy my wins and that kind of stuff. And I enjoy being extremely frustrated when I get the same record 3 regionals in a row, like I just did.
It's frustrating, man. Trust me.
It's yeah, going X3 3 out of 4 weeks in the past month. I'm not
Mm.
happy. But so I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's definitely opened me up. And then about a year and a half ago, it was January 2015. I was talking to Wes, and I'm like, you know what, man, I really want to start a YouTube channel. And he didn't have the time to do anything with it yet, so I started it up with my Shadal, stupid. It was post banlist, so it didn't have construct, but it was like Shadal Cyber Dragon deck profile that played Power Bond, and it was just really, really stupid. But that was the first video I put it up, and I just started doing more and more with that. And then finally he started getting time, and I brought him on, and it's really great, having a community of people. I mean, we've only got we got almost 800 subscribers. It's nothing. I mean, we're no simply unlucky over here, but we're also not, sitting there with 5 subscribers thinking that we're the best people in the world.
Yeah,
We have our community that we interact with, and I love it. I love talking to our subscribers. I love talking to new people. Especially when I'm going to a tournament, because we printed out business cards and we just like hand them out to people, and like I'll be after a round I'm like, yo, here, go check my YouTube channel out, whatever. But I love talking to people. It's weird since I came here to Texas, I've actually gotten recognized for the first time ever. It was weird. It was a weird thing. Like I was just.
Isn't that the best feeling ever? Like
it's a great feeling, but it's like I had just cut my hair because my hair used to be down to like way down here, and I just cut my hair, and some dude he goes, "Are you Joe from TCGExtreme?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. What's up, man?" Like it was the weirdest feeling. I've gotten a couple more times with Houston, San Antonio, and here in Fort Worth. I've gotten recognized a couple times. Obviously, I've been talking to more and more people and trying to outreach and bring more people to the channel.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that we have that community is really awesome, and I think that we can do a lot of really cool things with it. I've been working on trying to come up with a really cool idea of some sort of fundraiser that a whole bunch of YouTubers can do. In the Yu-Gi-Oh community, maybe we can really do something cool. And I think that with all of our different follower bases, I think we could really do something really cool.
Yeah, I actually had this idea, and I don't share it a lot because you know how some people are. If you share an idea, you never know if they're gonna just take it and run with it, or they're just gonna leave it. And I thought about this. I was in a car one day. With my mom and everything, and I was like, it popped in my head. I was like, I think it would be cool to do like a fundraiser like most gamers do, and then all that money would go to a specific like organization
or charity or something.
Yeah, and I wanted to do for pancreatic cancer, even though we know where most of sometimes the money doesn't go to what it actually is for, at least for what I've been told. But still, just even the thought of it, because my grandpa actually died from pancreatic cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he was a big part of my life, and I was like, honestly and truly, this would literally be the first thing in, I guess, YouTubing history for anybody to even do anything like this. But it's also a very good, for a very good cause. So,
absolutely, yeah, and I've had issues, just coming up with how we could do it, whether it be like a live stream where, one person hosts it and brings on all these different YouTubers, do it either on Yugioh or on YouTube or on Twitch or something, and just try to raise money for that charity. I think it would be something that would be really cool. And I think that, with all of our different fan bases, I guess, if you want to call it, I don't know. But I think we could do something really cool with it.
Yeah, and that's like with me, and I say this every episode close to the ending. I honestly, just thinking of it, how this game, like just even a simple cardboard game, as we call cardboard crack or crack addiction that we need to feed, can do so much. I've met so many people from just playing this. One of my friends got me into it. I stopped because I was like, and it wasn't too fun. And then I came back, and he's like, bro, I want you to come to locals with me. And then I was like, yo, this is an actual place. And then it's like once you go to your first locals, it's like you're a fish. Okay, the locals is the bait, and then you go onto it, and then it's like you're hooked. And then
you're hooked for life. You can't get out. It's bad.
It's crazy. And I've met Vexy. I've met
I love Vexy.
I've met M Cole 40 that likes to record in 400 pounds. Who else? I met John Moore for the first time.
Oh, John's a cool dude.
Amazing. He's as much flack as most people give him, and I mean everybody's gonna get that, but the man's amazing. And
a good dude.
I've met so many people. I've went to Nashville, never been there, and that was my first time. It's crazy, and like the fact that even if you try and quit the game. it's like, oh well, fuck.
Draws you right back in, man. I did it.
Well, also you got to think too. It's like you made so many friends and like done so many things. It's like it's hard to quit because it's like, well, fuck.
Really
I kind of have to start all over.
It really is. Yeah, you start. It's not just. It really is a community. Yu-Gi-Oh really is a community. It's where we're all together trying to kick each other's butt. Playing this game on worthless pieces of cardboard with ink on it. That we in our brains think are worth $100 a piece.
But that ain't not every card's a diagram. Whoa.
Exactly. Oh, I know, but still, like, all that stuff. But I mean, it's like what a lot of people say when they go through some sort of bad thing or whatever. It's like we all suffer together in this game, and that brings us closer to each other because of the amount that we suffer.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
It's crazy. I guess we can end it with that, or on that note. Thank you for coming on the Impact series.
Thank you, brother.
I was looking through, YouTubers, like either they were underrated or just in general, because I really do feel like everybody does have a story and it needs to be shared. Again, no other YouTuber has done something like this. Yeah, sure, you have player profiles, but you don't get an actual conversation with a YouTuber. Whether if you go to an event, yeah, sure you can, but it's kind of short. And I really feel like this is something as well that shows like it doesn't matter the sub count or whatever. You can YouTubers interact, like it doesn't matter. So it's like you also get to enjoy that I won't say connection, but just to hearing it.
Yeah, man, and we definitely appreciate it. All three of us over here at TCGExtreme definitely appreciate you hearing our story, and we look forward definitely of working with you together at some point again here in the future, because we love working with other people. Boots is working with Dark Rebellion Sun on a podcast. We've had Maestro64 put stuff up on us. We've worked with Vexy as well, and we love working with other YouTubers. It's a lot of fun. We make, like you said, we make really good friends, and we help other people out. They help us out. It works together really well.
Yep. And on that note, we will close out. Do you have anything that you would like to, I guess, plug in for your channel?
Kind of plugs we got? Well, we just started a new series called the Broke Ass Deck Profiles. It's a lot of fun. It's basically budget builds of decks, or decks that Boots is kind of working on because he's newer to the game, and just kind of throwing together. So definitely go check those out. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I don't think we have a Snapchat, so no, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't bother with that or Instagram, just because it's like, one, I'm not trying to log out. Like if I had a second phone and I had minutes on it, yeah, sure, I'd be like, oh, okay. But I think YouTube's literally probably the best. Like, yeah, sure, you can get a little more recognition through Instagram and stuff, but there's an app I use called the Amino app, and it kind of
I've heard about that.
It seems more of like a casual type of app, but you get well, I wouldn't say you can get more views, but you can get more subscribers.
You can get the outreach,
yeah. It's another platform that allows you to express, but the only thing that sucks is you kind of have to write it as like a blog in a way, so it's like you kind of have to sneak that little promotion after you write whatever the video's about. So but other than that, I don't know exactly what order these episodes are gonna go in, so if it's late, later with everybody else, it's whatever. But I'm really glad that I'm able to get you on here, and
we appreciate it, man.
And we'll be glad to work with you later in the future.
Yeah, man, so absolutely.
I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Go check out TCGExtreme. Amazing content. I mean, there's nothing bad you could really say. Like they're up and coming. They're growing pretty steadily, and
We're trying.
and that's all you can do, especially with YouTube.
That's all we can do, man. You
And
can't pay for subscribers, man. It sucks.
oh, of course, unless you want to buy it, you know.
I mean, here's
but
the thing. I don't want that.
yeah, you don't.
We need quality subscriber base.
Yeah, it's a good, healthy, organic subscribers. But nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed the video, smash that like button. And as always, as you know, Yugioh likes to say, dick slap that like button. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. As always, this is Young Breezy. I'm out. Deuces.
Deuces.